Cafe Beignet in the French Quarter. Nothing beats a good beignet. Anybody will tell you that. Stick around. We'll give you a little history on the beignet. And we might even make some right at our own home. How are they?
Great.
The word beignet comes from the early Celtic word bain, meaning to raise. It's also French for fritter. Beignets have been associated with Mardi Gras in France since at least the 16th century, and many recipes for beignets appear in French works around the same time. They were originally something you could find during Mardi Gras season and the day before Lent began, when you'd use the last of your oil, eggs, flour, sugar, and all the other things that you were going to give up for Lent. Historians are pretty sure the beignet arrived in New Orleans with the earliest settlers. Most people will know of the famous Café du Monde coffee stand. It opened in the French market in 1862 and has boasted being open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 364 days a year, closing only on Christmas today. Today, a great beignet can be had at Café du Monde, as well as places such as Café Beignet, New Orleans Coffee and Beignet, and many more. A lot of folks will buy the box mixes to take home and relive these amazing donuts, and I'll admit they're excellent, but can be a lot more work than some people are interested in doing. If you promise not to tell anybody, we'll share a secret on making them at home. Quick and easy. All right, everybody, we are here in the kitchen. It is early on a Sunday morning. Got little Easy up here. He just getting rolling. So, and we want to show you how we make beignets. Now, we completely think that you should come down here if you're a local.
Café du Monde.
Yeah, Café Beignet or any of the others. Sit out in the fall, out on the sidewalk, watch the people, have a good time.
But if you don't want to take a trip out of town, this is a good alternative.
This is definitely a good alternative. Look, we even say you should get, like, Café du Monde makes the box mixes. You can make them from the box mixes. Try that. You'll get a real good approximation of
what they would taste like in Café du Monde.
But I'll be honest. I'm a little lazy. And he's not very patient when it comes to his breakfast. So we wanted to show you a more kind of expedient way. So I'm going to go through what you need. As you can see, smoking right here in front of me, I have our Dutch oven.
Our vat of oil.
Yes, it is filled with oil. Use any oil such as, canola, peanut. Peanut is my preference. Normally didn't have any. We're using canola oil in this right now. We've got it up to about 325, between 325 and 350. We've got our can.
Is the fancy thermometer required?
Not required, but suggested. This is a candy thermometer, pretty cheap, $5 or so at Walmart. Because if your oil gets too high, number one, your food's going to cook too fast and maybe burn.
And it's going to turn into burnt.
Yeah, and
it's going to turn into burnt.
And depending on the oil you use, your oil can what they call break, and you don't want your oil to break because then it gets a nasty taste to it. So we definitely don't want to do that. So we've got that. We've got our heating oil. You also need a place to put the beignets when they come out to absorb that last little bit of oil. If you're doing this for a bunch of kids or you're sitting outside at a camp, we suggest
Paper bags.
little brown paper bags. Now, unless you're over 50 like me, you probably don't remember taking these for lunch. But
I've taken these for lunch.
you can still get these, and I've got a double bag here. And what we'll do is
They still don't beat a lunch kit, though.
it's true. We'll put a couple of beignets in there. Normally a serving is 3. And then
we kind of just put them in like donut holes.
Right, and then we'll decorate them up with
Yes, powdered sugar.
loads of powdered sugar.
Which is really one of the most important ingredients.
We'll get to that in a minute. And then we need, obviously, our dough, our beignet dough. Would you pass me the beignet dough?
Da-da-da-da.
That's not beignet dough, that's biscuits.
But we need the dough.
Canned biscuits, really?
We're just using biscuit dough, though.
He is right. Our secret ingredient
Here's
is
biscuit dough.
regular old, cheap as you can find them, canned biscuits.
Dollar at Walmart, probably.
Yeah. As silly as it sounds, these are a real close approximation. And with enough powdered sugar,
They taste delicious.
they taste amazing. So, what we normally do is
we've already pre-cut all these.
cut them in half.
We've already pre-cut all of our little biscuits, biscuit dough slabs.
You can drop them in by hand. I'm going to drop in a couple right off the bat.
Oh, I want to do
Go
it.
ahead. Why don't you put one in there so you protect your hands and lower it in with the
Ladle.
spoon.
And then
There you go.
And then we just kind of let it deep fry.
Yeah, now you'll see them get brown around the edges.
Chopsticks.
I use some chopsticks. Just kind of poke it
To flip them
to
over.
flip it over. There, onto the other
That
side.
one was not cooperating. So it was.
Dancing in the oil like that. All right, we grabbed our catch pan there. And just like that,
We have some beignets.
how many seconds was that?
Just like 5.
All right, so let's put those in there. Let's run another batch. Why don't you
And keep in
grab?
mind, you can have like 5 of these in the oil boiling at a time. You can have like 5 of these frying.
Yeah,
at a time.
depending on the size. Go ahead. Depending on the size, do not drop or plop. You actually have to kind of touch it and lay it in. There you go. Watch.
I'm gonna train the oil.
Now you can drop that right there.
Also, don't squeeze the dough too hard like I did, since it does kind of deform before it gets in.
And again, the nice part is you can raise or lower your oil temperature a little to change how dark or light your individual beignets are. That'll make a big difference. You see them puff up nice and easy like this.
Except there's always a bunch of fluctuations in any given batch, where some are lighter and some are darker.
Yeah, it's all about time and temperature, and we try to keep that set pretty nice right there.
Here we go, another 4 beignets.
Another 4 beignets. So, let us go ahead. We'll come back to those.
And let's
Go ahead and drop a nice,
couple beignets into a bag.
yeah, let's move that right there. Go ahead and drop 3 beignets into the bag. And why don't you give us a nice spoon of powdered sugar.
I think we do multiple, but okay.
I think that's going to be more than enough. Okay, so we close our bag up.
And let me guess.
Give it a dance.
Shake.
All right,
Open it up.
pull one out and give it a taste. I'm going to shift spots with you. Show it to the camera right there.
This is what homemade beignets look like.
Look pretty good to me. Now,
These are delicious.
if you're all fancy at home,
The good news is strainer.
you can get you a little sieve. Sprinkle a little over there like that.
I think you should try some for the audience.
And you
at home.
have these nice, beautiful beignets in a little bowl.
I think
Let me have one.
I think you should try one, yeah, for the audience. Oh! Oh!
Sorry about that.
I think you got powdered sugar all over my pajamas.
You see how simple this is while I'm chewing.
And delicious.
And delicious. Easy to do. Fun for everybody. We truly hope you'll try these at home.
Please do. These are awesome.
So we're finished cooking our beignets. We're here. We've already
Very
heard
nice,
the
right?
taste test, so.
Yeah.
But you can see, he's got him a big old bag. He's already distributed them to the rest of the family that way. Or you've got them in a nice little serving bowl. You can.
Those do look nice.
Let's go ahead and try them. You ready? You want to take one of mine, or you can take one of yours? Dink. I know they're good. You know how I know they're good?
Why?
You have powdered sugar running down your face. Hope you like the show. Please take a minute to subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell so you can get more beignets. I mean, more alerts on when new stuff comes out.
Yeah.
And leave a comment below on what you'd like to see us do on the show. We'd really like to hear from you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go wash my hands.
And we'll make you part of our big easy life.